Welcome to this episode of YouTube where we want to give you an update on Bolt. As we said, we moved him into the pack holding area to give him a little bit more opportunity for rest and for us to be able to get a diagnostic on his condition. At this point, things are kind of looking towards a degenerative myelopathy, which is a condition where we don't know that there is going to be any kind of a treatment or outcome for this. So we're continuing to take the vet's advice and give him prednisone, hopefully trying to see if there's a response and as an anti-inflammatory maybe provide a little bit of relief. But you can see here that he doesn't think much of our med delivery, and that's one of the challenges with wolves. They don't always do what you're supposed to do, so wolf care staff are diligently trying to get him to take his treatment, and he's either caching or just getting rid of our medication. So staff have to be very diligent to make sure that you pick up what he does not eat, because we obviously want to be controlling his doses, and then you have to be creative to try to get more into him. So if he doesn't want it just in venison cakes or butter, we can put it in chicken, and that's a way that we can make sure that he gets his food as well as gets his meds. But he has another idea about chicken, and will often go and cache that as well. So wolf care staff will need to be diligent in monitoring where does he cache it, and then equally diligent about getting that cache, because he is a wolf and he likes to defend his food. So you can see that hind quarter instability there. That's kind of what we've been dealing with. We've ruled out a lot of different things, and because degenerative myelopathy doesn't necessarily have a definitive test, it's a process of elimination. If you can't find anything else that's wrong with him, that's possibly the diagnosis. And so we're working with the Ely Vet Clinic and trying to make Bolts comfortable and trying to make sure that, again, that whatever we can try, we will try, and whatever we can test for, we will test for, and that's kind of where he's at. So he's in the pack holding area by himself right now. There is some discussion going on with us about whether he'll be able to join Grizzer, who's on the east side and the back habitat, so Grizzer can watch him through the fence, and actually they have a shared fence line, but right now Grizzer's sharing his enclosure with ravens, and I think he'd rather be with a wolf than ravens. Ravens have a tendency to be kind of pesky, following him around and stealing his food, and just overall being a little bit of an annoyance. So, but they do keep Grizzer stimulated. So, like I said, it's important at his age, at 16, that he has some mental stimuli. So we'll be keeping you posted. We aren't going to do anything with Bolts until we kind of wean him off the prednisone. We are slowly taking him down from prednisone because it doesn't really show that it's having a great effect, and so we know that prednisone can make them food aggressive, and so we want to make sure that there's no issues with he and Grizzer before we'd ever begin any kind of introduction there. So that's what's going on in Grizzer. Like I said, most time he's spending on the east side or the back habitat, just kind of resting at the age of 16. Overall doing real good. His abscess tooth that he had an issue with last week kind of went away. So the exhibit pack actually has been quite calm since we moved Bolts off. Probably a lot to do with the staff being a little less stressed. When Bolts was in the exhibit, it was really hard to manage him up in the hill and get him what he needed, so that was causing us stress. We still are seeing a little bit of posturing between Grayson and Denali, and this circling, very slow, deliberate walk is Grayson's kind of focus towards Denali. And when they stand next to each other, you see the differences between that Denali northwestern subspecies and the Arctic subspecies, significantly different in body size. And certainly, you know, if you're in the northern reaches of the Arctic, you want to have less surface area to deal with heat loss, and so a little bit more processed or compressed body size. And obviously fall is in the air, beautiful colors, and red squirrels actively seeking out food resources for the winter, coming in and out of the enclosure and keeping the boys active. So that's what's going on here. We'll always post Bolts' update at wolf.org on our wolf logs if you want to keep watching there as well for updates. So thanks for watching.